Today I'm going to be teaching you how to take good self-timer photos, because sometimes you don't have someone to take them for you, so you need to do it yourself. So when you're taking self-timer photos, you're going to need a camera, of course, that has either a timer or a video function. If you don't want to go through the beep 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 every single shot, you can take a video and just pose in front of the video and then screenshot the photos as you like it. Once you have your camera, either an actual camera or a phone is fine, you're going to need something to hold it up. So a tripod is usually the best. So there's three main elements and like three main things you have to think about when you're taking a self-timer photo or just any photo in general. You're going to have your setting and your location. 2 is the lighting, and this is something that I don't think a lot of people really pay attention to that much. And 3 is of course the subject, and the subject for most of these will be yourself. For background and setting, you want your background to be like as plain and as clean as possible. You don't want clutter in the back. You want to have a nice like white background. For example, where I'm sitting right now, it's white in the background. You can see this little teeny tiny little flower in the corner, but it kind of just adds color. It's not taking away from me, who's the subject, so it's fine. That can stay there. Anything in the back shouldn't be flashy and like take away from you. Also, when you're trying to pick a background, make sure it doesn't wash you out. Try and pick contrasting colors so your background should contrast what you're wearing. So for example, I'm wearing blue and my background is white. That's a good contrast. The second element is lighting. Of course, there's 2 types of light. You have natural light and then you have non-natural light, so artificial light. Usually most artificial lights are warm in tone, but some can be cool, and the natural is usually a cooler temperature. So you kind of just want to play around with that. When you're lighting, you want to make like a triangle of lights, and there's 3 main lights usually people use. There's a key light, a fill light, and a rim light. You're going to have like your key light, which is like your main light, and it's going to be on a 45-degree angle of you. It's going to be up and from the front. Then you have your fill light, and your fill light is going to come from the opposite side of the key light. Both of these lights, the key and the fill, are in front of you, and they're off to the sides of you. And the third light is called your rim light. Usually the rim light is behind you, either up high or off to the side, and just lighting up your shoulders and your hair and everything behind you. Now the third element that I talked about was the subject, which is going to be you, because in self-timer pictures it's going to be you. For subject, there's not much really to talk about. Just make sure your outfit's on point, your makeup's on point, make sure everything is looking good. But always remember when you're taking pictures, if you feel confident what you're wearing, if you feel natural, if you feel good, you'll look good. Trust me. Once you take a lot of photos, then you can either take those as they are, raw, or you can digitally edit them. That's all the advice I have. I'm no professional. I'm not a model. I just do this for fun. The number 1 rule of taking good photos is to be comfortable and confident in front of the camera, because that's going to make you look natural. And the more natural you look, the better the photo's going to be. Experiment with the camera and have fun. Experiment with poses, experiment with outfits, experiment with makeup, experiment with angles, filters, modes, experiment with everything. Everything your camera has to offer, experiment and have fun with it. Because the more you do with the camera, the more comfortable you're going to get and the better you're going to get. And even I have to do that. So with that, thanks for watching. I hope you use these tips. I hope these helped you, and